Hey babes, welcome back. I hope you're all so well. So in today's video, I want to talk about 6 mistakes that first-time luxury bag buyers tend to make. These are mistakes that I've made many times, trust me. These are mistakes that I see people making all the time, and I'm sure some of you have made some of these mistakes, or maybe different ones. If you have anything that you feel like is a big, like, oh my God, this is something that I did, I wish I hadn't done when I first started buying luxury bags, definitely leave it in the comments down below. I'd love to hear some of the mistakes that you made, especially if I haven't mentioned them in today's video. But I feel like this video could definitely help some people out that are just kind of dabbling their feet into the luxury world. And when I first started buying luxury bags, I did so many things so wrong, like looking back at it now. And I say doing them wrong, it's just kind of like you live and you learn, you know, you make mistakes and then you learn from them. I wish I had someone tell me some of this stuff, and maybe I even did, and at the time I was like, oh, it doesn't matter, like whatever, it's, you know, I can, whatever. But I was just in Chicago, and I went to a lot of luxury stores. We went to Chanel, we went to Hermes, which let's just quickly talk about how rude people like the sales associates at Hermes are. It's absolutely wild to me. I was just like in shock. Maybe I'll do like another video about that. But anyway, so yeah, so went to all the shops, and like I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, oh my God, like as I was watching people, you know, look at bags or, you know, whatever, talk to SAs, I was like, oh my God, like I wish I could just jump in and kind of help out there. But anyways, I've done a lot of videos in the past where I kind of talk about you know, what some of the best bags are to buy if you're buying your first luxury bag, but I've never done something like this, like more in depth. So hopefully some of you find this helpful. Hopefully you find it entertaining. Hopefully you enjoy it. And yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling. Let's go ahead and jump right into that. First one that I wanna start off with, which in my opinion is one of the most important ones, and that is impulse buying. A lot of first-time luxury purchasers make the mistake, or tend to make the mistake, to just impulsively buy something without researching the brand. I want to put an emphasize, I don't know the right English word, but I think you guys by now can understand what I'm trying to say. I want to put like the focus on researching the brand that you're shopping with. This is something that I didn't do. This is something that I see many people do now. They aimlessly walk into fashion boutiques, designer boutiques, and they think just because something is $3,000 or $4,000, it's immediately going to be great and perfect and amazing quality. That is not always the case, unfortunately. I don't think that price equals quality. I think that it's really important to educate yourself on the brand, on the fashion house, on the background, the backstory. Where did the company come from? What's the story? How are their bags holding up? How are they made? What is the quality like? And I think that's just something that is so important. I mean, I used to buy bags and I didn't know much about the brands, and then I was stuck with some bags that I didn't really love, and it just sometimes sucks, no matter if you have an endless amount of money to spend or not. I'm also at a state, which you guys know now, where I don't want to be wasteful. No matter if I can buy 5 different bags, like I want to make sure that I'm, you know, shopping with the right brand that aligns with me and my beliefs and all of that stuff. And so I think it's just really important to kind of slow yourself down and really research the brands, you know. Number 2 is overlooking maintenance. So luxury bags are going to need some sort of maintenance. They're going to need a certain taken care of, depending on the, you know, leather, the quality, and all of that stuff. And again, I see so many people not even knowing what the leather is that they're going to buy. What is it made of? What is it? Lambskin? Is it, you know what I mean? Like, because different leathers will act differently in different conditions. They will act differently depending on how often you wear them. And then we have things like canvas. I mean, there's just so many different materials, and you kind of just need to know what it is that you're buying if you want to take care of your bag. I do believe a sales associate is their main focus is to make money. They make commission off of what they sell you. So of course they want to sell you an item. So again, it goes into research. I would never walk into a boutique looking at a bag if I didn't already do my own like research beforehand and kind of just know what the leather is and what the quality of the bag is, and you know, like doing research in terms of seeing what other people that own that bag say about it. How do they think the leather wears? How do they feel about the bag and its long-term longevity? You know, not so much the sales associate, even though they know what they're talking about, but they're going to try to sell you the bag. You know, they're not going to say, yeah, this is a shitty leather because it's going to age terribly, or if you have it in the, if you live in Florida, you have it in the sun too much, it's going to look like shit within a year, you know? So you kind of need to, again, educate yourself. A lot of this is just educating yourself and doing your own research, and just making sure that you know what you're purchasing. Number 3 is going to be disregarding resale value. I see this time and time again, and I used to do this myself. People would tell me about resale value, and I would be like, well, I'm not a reseller. I don't care. It just happened this weekend. I was on a trip with my friends, and you know, one of my friends was looking at some bags, and I had kind of just told her that, you know, that particular brand wasn't really good in terms of resale. And one of my other friends then said, well, she's not in the resale business, which makes sense if you're not into luxury bags. But I do believe that the more you get into this and the more bags you own, you do kind of want to pay attention to that. It's kind of like with a new car, right? You don't, like, you buy a brand new car, you drive it off the lot, and it just depreciates. And there's designer bags that you buy them and you pay a lot of money for them, and the minute you walk out of that store, they're not even worth half of what you paid for. To me, that's something important that I think is just valuable information. I don't want to buy items that are going to depreciate in value. I want items that like are going to either go up or stay pretty much the same, where you can get a good return, even if I'm not in the reselling business, which I'm not. But it's just kind of something that I think is really important, just knowing that my item is going to retain its value and it's going to be worth something down the road. Rather, I want to pass it on to my kids, or I just want to know that I spent my money wisely. So I do think that that is something important to at least consider. This next one, so big, but ignoring your personal style. I did this so many times. Oh my God, I'm such a, oh my God, I've probably done this for the first couple of years. Like, I didn't really know what my personal style was. Now I have a pretty good sense of it, but you know, I know what I like. But not considering your personal style, you'll end up being disappointed in the long run. So if you have a pretty good sense of knowing what it is that you enjoy to wear and what your wardrobe looks like, I think you can make the right choice on which bag you're gonna get. And it's just gonna complement your wardrobe rather than, you know, kind of making you regret what you bought. So always take your personal style into consideration without considering trends and stuff like that. Just really think about that first. I think it's really important. Okay, I think this is our last one. I kind of lost track here. But ignoring authenticity. If you're buying pre-loved, you really want to make sure that you're buying from reputable sellers, okay? You want to make sure that your item is authentic, especially if you're going to spend a lot of money on it. Like, even if you buy from places like Fashion File or The Real, there's still a chance that, you know, somewhere someone might have made a mistake and, you know, it can slip through their hands. It is possible. So always make sure that you're double checking, that you know what you're buying, that you know what to look for. Really, really important. I mean, you don't want to end up with something that's not the real thing. I personally, you know, I don't judge other people if they want to wear fakes, but me personally, I would be devastated if I spend a lot of money on a bag, pre-loved, and then found out it wasn't real. Oh my God, you guys. So definitely make sure that you're buying from reputable sellers. Make sure that you still double check it yourself as well. Make sure you know what to look for. I mean, there's many of YouTube videos and stuff like that out there to help you out. So I think that was it. I think we did 6. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.